Bhakti नहीं जा The cottage in the grove on the banks of Radhakund, the great Govardhan Hill. Actually, just a bridge. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, many of us have had a darshan, has a cottage right on the banks of Radhakunda, where he used to come and do bhajan. It's called Swananda Sukhda Kunja. And you can still find the sandals of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and the stick over there. And also Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's Pushpa Samadhi, Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Samadhi, Pushpa Samadhi is there. So when devotees go to Radhakund, they take darshan. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in reference to his kutir at the Radhakund, he's singing. The cottage in the grove on the banks of Radhakund, the great golden hill, the banks of Yamuna, Kusum Sarovar, Manas Ganga, the daughter of Kalindi the Yamuna, with her many waves, the Vamshivat, Gokul, Dhir Samir, the trees and creepers and reeds of Vrindavan, the different varieties of colorful birds, the deer, the cooling breeze from the Malaya mountains, the peacocks, the bumblebees, the pastimes with the flute itself, the buffalo horn bugle, the footprints of cow in the dust of Braj, the rows of blackish rain clouds, springtime, the moon, the conch shell and the kartal. All this I know to be very conducive for the purpose of Radha, for the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. I recognize in them a transcendental stimulus for making the Lord's charming pastimes more intense. I refuse to go anywhere if their stimuli to devotional service are not, if there's this hona chahiye. I refuse to go anywhere if this stimuli to devotional service are not there. For to abandon them is to abandon life himself. So he is listing all the places near and around Radhakunda, extending all the way to Vrindavan because Vamshivat is there, which is the pastime places of Radha and Krishna. And he's saying, and then he's also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is counting all the different signs which reminds him of Radha and Krishna, like the pastimes with the flute itself, the buffalo horn, the footprints of the cow in the dust of Braj, the rows of blackish rain clouds, springtime, the moon, the conch shell, and the kartal. All this I know to be very conducive for the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. When all these things come together, Radha and Krishna enjoy their pastimes more with the presence of all these things. Therefore he calls them Uddipaka. Uddipaka means a catalyst. They increase the pleasure between Radha and Krishna. Right? So as Prabhuji was saying that day, that everybody in their house should have a mridanga, a kartal and a certain other things, which is like an uddipak to the bhakti process. So similarly, all these things are uddipak to Radha and Krishna's pastime. As soon as they see this thing, they feel to enact so many pastimes. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I refuse to go anywhere if this stimuli to devotional service are not there. So if all these things are not present, I do not want to go there. For to abandon them is to abandon life itself. So the pastimes, the uddipak, the catalyst which increase the pastimes of Radha and Krishna is the life of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, please hear me, O Khan. Your entourage and paraphernalia stimulate remembrance of you and are the only source of my life. So we learned this Kirtan, the Shyam Govind Prabhu mercifully bestowed this on me.
There's one very old Hindi song, I don't remember. वो कागज की कश्ती बारिश का पानी. So it's like remembering the old pastimes what you have seen. Then suddenly it installs the nostalgia होता है ना कि सब सोच के अच्छा अरे हाँ वो सही है. तो ये सब चीजें भी भगवान का जो पैराफिनरी है सुन के nostalgia होता है. अच्छा हाँ ये सब है. तो remembrance आती है.
राधे राधे. चालू कर सकते हो आप? चालू करेंगे ना? हाँ जाओ. જય રાધા માધવ જય રાધા બીજા લોકો આવશે રાધા ઠાકોરજી બધા આવવાના છે બધા ઇન્ડિયન સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ટાઈમ્સ પાણી આપો તમને પાછળ Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kratu
कॉल किया मैंने तो वो तैयार नहीं
Hare Rama
Srimadi Divandes Abhay Charnaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki
Jai.
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की
जय।
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की
जय।
ब्रज भूमि वृंदावन धाम की
जय।
मायापुर नवदीप धाम की
जय।
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की
जय।
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की
जय।
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की
जय।
All glories to assemble the bodies.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to assemble the
Hare
bodies.
Krishna.
All glories to assemble the
Hare
bodies.
Krishna.
All glories to Sisi Guru and Gaur and
Jai
Gaur.
Shri Guru. Jai Shri Guru.
So before we start lecture, how come we are not in dhoti? How many dollars we pay?
$10. $10.
वो तो वहाँ से आपको ठंड है।
And you, हैं? बाहर से अगर जाओ तो बाहर धोती ले जाओ बैग में आपकी गाड़ी में और यहाँ आके चेंज करो। तो बाहर भी धोती पहन के जाओगे तो क्या यहाँ कोई मिडल ईस्ट तो है नहीं। लोग आपका दर्शन करके भगवान को याद करेंगे, कृष्ण को नहीं करेंगे तो भगवान को तो करेंगे, है ना?
We had some unexpected guest which I had to take them to Hershey and then I...
Okay, $5. And you?
Yeah, I don't have any dhoti actually. Like,
Huh?
I don't have any dhoti right now. I have
Today
to buy
you
actually.
today you
Fine,
need
we said that we will
you
provide.
have one.
So you should have called somebody to provide you.
Today
Okay,
before you
$5
leave you will have one.
$5. And you're not serious?
No, I'm
New
serious.
Bhakta?
Oh, he's a very serious bhakta. New but very serious bhakta.
$5. And
Serious time.
you're not serious? Serious? This looks like a zebra. And you also, but you will remember next time. And I think we should use proper clubs. You can add rules, subtract rules, and you should make a club so that people take it seriously. And I belong to Prabhupada. I want to please Prabhupada. You know, the Swaminarayan Sampradaya, you know, Bapa Rajipo nahi rahe, Bapa. ये शब्द है ना? What is it? Tell them.
They say the Pramukh Swami, he's the leader. So they say if they do something wrong, for example, not wear kurta or dhoti or not come on time, that's a Pramukh Swami, who is their guru, will not be happy with them. So then they
Raji Pune.
just because of that, they will do it.
They'll do it. So this is Prabhupada pleasing club, Prabhupada club. And you have to please Prabhupada. You have to remain in his Agya. Bapani Agyama Risu. Agyama. They have good slogans, we should institute those. Agya. Prabhupada. This is Prabhupada Agya. Dhoti, kurta, tilak, little small hairs than usual. And we have to carry out parampara. How are you going to carry out with suit and boot and tie and pants and shirt and how are you going to carry out? All of you will have to become a guru. And that's not exaggeration. All of you will have to become serious from now. And you will become a guru. You will have to become a guru. Hamara agya hai?
Guru Hana, this.
Bolo? No, you don't know. Danda ka hai? Danda, last time I didn't tell you to bring danda. Huh? I told you the danda. Where is danda? You should have a danda. Whack. You don't know this sloka, your life is wasted. Isn't it? This is like a very prominent sloka. You have to hear, every day you should hear. When you have to hear Prabhupada?
We're taking shower.
Shower, driving,
Driving,
eating, sleeping.
cooking. Very good. And she's practicing and ask her how she feels about it. How you feel about it?
Wonderful.
How wonderful?
Simply wonderful.
So these 4 activities in North America, you cannot do without pressing button. Today she did without pressing button. Today or yesterday. I noticed.
Yesterday, Maharaj.
And I noticed right away, this is avagya. This is avagya. And it is avagya. It is avagya. You put it at a low volume, but become agyankit. Otherwise, no progress. You people are like 2, 3, 4 years in a satsang and don't know Maragya Guru Taro Idesh. Jaradakho Tarakaho Krishna Upadesh. This is like Lord Chaitanya's most important instruction. That by my order, all of you become those who born in Bharat Varsha. मनुष्य जन्म जन्म सार्थक करी करो परोपकार. So first you make your life successful, and then he said, become a guru by becoming your. So your life's mission starts from today, and you become serious and practice and develop that jnana, divya jnanam, tato, that divya jnana, sambandha avideya prayojan. And practice, and you have to become serious, dead serious. And we are at fault, not by screwing you a little more and just do this, do that, do this, do that. And you have to learn to take orders. You have to learn to take orders. Not that, he ordered me, and who is he? He is not doing it. And he is ordering me. No, just it is Krishna who is speaking for him. Whether he is doing or he is not doing, does not matter. But this is conducive to Krishna consciousness, then Krishna is speaking through his mouth. Whether he is doing or whether he is not doing, whether he is Malache, Avana, or he is Bhangi, Chamar, whatever, doesn't matter. But some conducive, anukulena sankalpa, pratikulena varjanam. Some anukul to Krishna consciousness came out from that Bhangi's mouth. So this must be right. It must be Krishna speaking through his mouth. That is how we have to take. But we say, he is not doing and he is telling me. Who is he? No, that's not devotee. That is ahankare mattahaya, Radha Krishna, Pasarya, Satyara Satyakarumani. So ahankar. Who is he to tell me anything? It's not Trinadapi Sunichena, Terror. You have to come more, way more. lower than a straw in the street, which is useless, priceless, no price. And Sahisno, how much Sahisno? More tolerant than tree. You cut the branch of a tree, you pluck the fruits of a tree, flowers of a tree, still tree keeps providing it, not withdrawing, providing. That's my Sahisnata. And Amanina, Apani Amani, Mana Dena. This is what. So I think we should start Prabhupada Club and put all these rules, time, sarana, and dhoti, kurta, sari, tilak, kanthi, and time, and prepare everybody. These are senior, 2-3 years is in the movement, and prepare them. You sing this song, you do this, you cook this, you clean this, you prepare everybody. You have to prepare. That is seriousness. Otherwise we will waste our time like this, जाए होता है चलता है कभी कभी देखेंगे टाइम पर जाएंगे कुछ लाएंगे कुछ खाएंगे ऐसा ये नहीं चलेगा. Take out your mustache also. It's not necessary. If you want to keep mustache, then keep beard also. Or not half like Muslims, some daढ़ी and some take out and some, We should be like Vaishnava, Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, they put example, they give example, Lord Chaitanya. Of course, Lord Chaitanya is Lord. He doesn't have mustache of any kind anyway. But, we have to become serious. Is that okay? Or am I saying too much? You can have their $5 back. But that is surrender.
वहाँ पे गए अभी वो ठाकुर जी के पास गए अभी वो.
It was $100.
They would have taken back.
Okay, we will start class now. So, we all sing together Mangalacharan. Everybody knows Mangalacharan. Who doesn't know Mangalacharan or Magyanati Miranda? Who doesn't know here? You wasted your whole life. How many years you're coming? How many months?
Here 2-3 months now.
And you?
Same time.
Same.
And you?
Almost a year.
3 years?
1 year.
1 year. You should have more. And you? No.
Yeah.
You know. And you, how many
More
months?
than 1 year, I think now.
So you should know Mangalacharan. Mangalacharan you should know.
पीछे बुक्स में सब में है उसमें वो सबको दे दो.
Yeah.
इसमें है.
So why don't you, or you can put it here also, but
मंगलाचरण नहीं होगा.
क्या क्या समझा?
कोई बात नहीं, बुक में है ना.
बुक में
पहला श्लोक निकाल.
वो सब एक ये तो भगवद गीता इंट्रोडक्शन
सबसे पहला पेज.
vedabase.net/BG.
Om Agyan. What page is that? 6th page.
Yeah.
Page number 6. So let's sing together in tune, not off tune. Okay? Om Agyanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupa सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी तं नमामि हरे प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो श्रीवैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारामि निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। So, 2 sentences for Sita Devi and Janava Mata. Sita Devi is her eternal swarup, is Lakshmi Devi in spiritual world. And she is a consort of Lord Ramchandra. So in Ayodhya, she is as a Sita Devi in spiritual world. Ayodhya is part of Golok. So when she came on Earth planet, she exhibited all virtues in her life about Sati. Sati means a very chaste lady to her husband, and who considers her husband to be as good as God. Sakshad Haritvena. That is Sati. Of course, that doesn't mean that you stop only at Pati and Parmeshwar, Krishna. So this is Sati, following her husband in every respect. So she exhibited that virtue. And her behavior in material world on Earth planet is worth following for every lady, for every woman. It is very worth following. She did not complain for anything to Lord Ramchandra. Even if she was exiled, she went to hermitage of Valmiki and stayed there and gave birth to Love and Kush, and even so many districts following him, Lord Ramchandra, for 14 years of exile into jungle, being a queen and princess. daughter of Janak Maharaj, who is one of the Jnani, renunciate even in Grasta ashram. He was considered to be topmost renunciate, sannyasi, even though he was Grasta. Janak Tyagi, Janak Vairagi, Tyagi, Vairagi. And she was the daughter. So, very many things we can learn from her life on Earth planet. And Mother Janava, she was consort of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda is Balaram. So Mother Janava was a Revati, Raivat Raja ki putri. Maybe Junagadh, king of Junagadh. There is Raivat Parvat there, beautiful. Raivat Parvat. Lord Balaram married Revati and Varuni. I think Varuni. Another two consort here. So Mother Janava is that Revati. And she was very powerful preacher. Very, very powerful preacher. When she came to Vrindavan, she visited Radha Gopinath temple. Radha Gopinath temple, anybody has seen? Who has seen? Good. Good. Radha Gopinath. Sri Govinda Gopinath, Madan Mohan. So, when she came, she enacted beautiful kirtan, and everybody was swinging back and forth in the kirtan, and she was in ecstasy leading kirtan. And all of a sudden she jumped on the altar and she stand right beside the Lord, and then because she is Anaga Manjari. Anaga Manjari? Yeah, maybe Anaga.
Radharani's younger sister.
Huh?
Radharani's younger sister.
Yes, younger sister. Maybe another name, Anaga something.
Ananga Manjari.
If it is Manjari, fine. But Anaga. Anyway, okay. So she is also Anaga Manjari. So these pastimes are there. She manifests herself into deity form on right side. No, on left side of Krishna. Left side of Krishna. So where Radharani actually, Radharani, that is a place of Radharani. So she took up that place, and that's why you will see in that temple Radharani is on right side of Krishna, opposite side where usually she found. So she was having, Radha Gopinath. This is Mother Janava, and that is Radharani on left. So her pastimes with Narottam Das Thakur's Keturi festival are also very prominent pastime. And she had lots of disciples. Her samadhi is in Radhakund. You must have seen, visited right on the bank of Radhakund. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So now let's switch ourselves. Today is their appearance day for both Sita Rani and Janava Mata. Janava was the daughter of Goridas Pandit and Suryadas Pandit. So she was a Suryadas Pandit's daughter. Suryadas Pandit was brother of Goridas Pandit in Ambika Kalna. Now it's called Kalna. I think they call Kalna, but I think railway station while going to Kolkata from Navadip, it is Ambika Kalna. That's where Goridas Pandit and Suryadas Pandit belongs to. They were high class Brahmins and wealthy, and so many pastimes there. But Lord Nityananda marries to both the sisters, Janava and Vasudha. She was also Lakshmi Devi, Vasudha. So let's go back to our theme of questions. So according to your questions, we will continue our lecture. So any question?
Devotee guests coming at home or
At home?
I mean, the situation I have gone through today, so I just wanted to have like
You don't have non-devotees at home?
not at home, but visitors.
Visitors?
Yeah, guests. I am talking about
Guests.
guests or visitors.
Okay.
घर के आगे ताला लगा के रखने का हमेशा, पीछे के डोर से आने जाने का.
Okay. Anybody?
सब और किधर देख रहे हैं? No questions.
Yeah?
Everybody is looking everywhere else. If nobody has, then I'll ask on their behalf.
Okay.
We have devotees here who have been coming for some time, less time, more time, less time. So ideally, the course of timeline you would chart, right, for a devotee, how we should progress. Okay. Can you talk about that, saying, it's not that you can forever just be at this level. You have to start like this, then you have to do this, then you come this, then you do this, then you come this, then you come this.
Progression.
And then things needed to do for that progression, of course.
Yeah?
The things needed to do for that progression. Yeah, man. Some people just become happy that, I'm going chanting couple rounds, I'm good at this, I don't want to do anything more, right? So just to understand, at least this is what Prabhupada would expect you to do.
प्रभु जी, हमारा प्रश्न भी प्रशांत प्रभु के प्रश्न से जुड़ा हुआ है.
Okay.
सुबह होती है, दोपहर होती है, रात होती है, फिर सुबह आ जाती है, लेकिन हम वहीं के वहीं खड़े रहते हैं. मतलब मेरे को तो ऐसा लगता है कि 40 साल से जहाँ पहले थे आज भी वहीं पर है. नो प्रोग्रेस, नथिंग. Another 15-20 years of life left max. पता नहीं कि where will we reach by that time.
Who knows how much life is left?
Yeah.
There was, yesterday, one girl, Varsha, her brother, untimely, just because he was so jubilant, heart feeling, finished. He has no disease, no heart disease also, but joy, overjoyful. So anyway, but okay. So that is there. Any other question?
I wish the right was here, but anyway, since Alok Prabhu has taken shelter underneath you,
Yeah.
and Devendra Prabhu and Trupti Mataji are serving you since some time now, so they probably have more idea how a Guru-Shishya relationship is or should be. But just can you just touch base a little bit on as to once you take shelter from the Guru, right? The disciples have certain responsibility to serve in a certain way, to act in a certain way. So, what would that be and how? By the mercy of Krishna, Guru Krishna Kripa Pai Bhakti Latadi, by the mercy of Krishna now they have come. Our Guru has come in their life. So how do they take advantage of this good fortune that has started arising on the horizon?
How?
Should they take advantage of this good fortune that has come upon them? So probably that will also bridge up with Alok Prabhu's question saying, Alok Prabhu's question saying, 40 साल पहले भी मुझे लगता था पर ऐसा नहीं है 40 साल के बाद आपके पास अभी क्रतु प्रभु है माने you have made progress but it's good to be dissatisfied but
Yeah, Prabhuji, that's the satisfaction level. Now it will increase by and by.
Yes. Okay. Om Jnana Timiranda So, how to deal with non-devotee guests? You have to deal with them the way you deal with devotees. The Atithi Devo Bhava. Except that you don't serve them what we're not supposed to serve them. Meat, fish, liquor, or so on and so forth. But we can please them. We have to please them. We should greet them. And if they are unwanted guests, then here, you just look through your eye, what do you call, eyepiece or whatever you call, what do you call eye?
नहीं वो जो
Durbin.
आए हो होता है ना दरवाजे में
Anyway, and then just give him, it depends what kind of guest you're talking about. You can tell him from eyepiece, thank you, not interested, because this is a different country. We can get into trouble sometimes. So you don't want that also. But you can ask a little more what is what and how he talks and how you can make out what kind of person he is. But anyway, if he is your known guest, then you should treat him like a demigod. You, as soon as he comes, offer him some drink, juice. Drink means not like drink, hard drink, soft drink. And, make him comfortable. And treat him like, you would treat any demigods who would come. Atithi Devo Bhava. But if he's talking nonsense or if he's telling you something that you don't want to hear or practice, he's going against your thinking, especially bhakti, he's going against that, then you have to stop him at that point. Listen, I'm serious about my devotion to Krishna and my Guru. When I was a neophyte, beginners without initiation in temple, Toronto temple, one of my best professor from St. Louis University, from St. Louis, he was coming, he called me up, I'm coming to Toronto and I'm going to stay in your house. So I told him, my dear sir, you're warmly welcome, but these particular hours I am in the temple. So you have to come to the temple. and this is temple address and phone number and stuff like that. And then I took him to home, and he had a good Sunday feast, prasad, Chinese. He liked Chinese kind of rice that they made, khatta rice and whatnot. In temple, he liked the feast also. So he was my guest, and on top he was my guru, professor, master degree, structural engineering, structural course, structural analysis of structure. That was the course, computer analysis. So he was teaching me computer analysis in 71. So like that, I said, this is what I am, and this is what you will have to follow. Not that I have to follow you, drink and eat meat, and this and that, and all professors, they drink. But I didn't offer anything. I just welcome him and treat him nicely, give him nice food, give him everything nicely, and like that. It depends upon what kind of guest you're talking about. Father, mother, or relatives, or some other guest, insurance agent, agents, or depends what guest you're talking about. You have to treat them at their level. But minimum you should offer them something to drink and something to sit on, and like we will receive good guests. So we should treat them nicely. He should feel comfortable. And if he does something that is not in our line, come on here, you can do that later on. You should have done long time ago. Come here.
Actually, हमारी गलती थी.
Huh?
Actually, that was Swati's responsibility, but she could
Pardon
not.
me?
That was Swati's responsibility that he has to do it now, but she
Okay,
didn't
he
come.
can do it while we do Aarti or something.
Okay.
There are so many minutes before he can. So depends upon what kind. Maybe I can ask you what kind of guest you're talking about. If he's your guru, if he's your guru, you have to, you have to spend maybe $500,000-$600,000 to welcome him. Or more.
Taking care of,
Purposes.
so especially today what happened was like taking care of them at home for the guests. Yes, we do that. Only what happens is if there are any schedules, like how to really manage those schedules, whatever, if I am doing chanting or there was a Bhakti Vriksha today, and then it comes to that frustration level that, okay, hey, because of this, now we have to take care of them also. Definitely we don't offer them anything.
If they are your relatives or father, mother or something, you may want to give them priority over your japa also.
Yeah.
But you have to make them feel very, very warmly comfortable in your house. They should feel that they are wanted. And if they want something, or soap or a towel or something to eat or something, and you say Hare Krishna, that's not going to be nice. You have to treat them nice. We should be like a Vaishnava, Vaishnava Sadachar. You have to treat them. They should feel different guest than at other people's home guest. They should feel very, nice in your house. If they are, depends upon, like I said, many kind of guests. It depends upon your relationship with them also. So we have to, Hare Krishna, everything else, and we have to take care of them. And then we can work our spiritual schedule around them. Not that nonsense we can provide or nonsense we can do. Or not that we give all the time to him and no chanting, no arti, no prasadam offering, no. We have to we have to request them, Prabhuji, please excuse me, please. Now I have to do this. I gave you enough time, so I have to do this for the Lord. I have to chant, I have to do this. So you can request them that I have to do, and they will feel great about it. And maybe they will join you. You can say, you can join me also, you can help me also. You can tell him to do arti for you, and you can tell him to chant for you. I have to do 16 rounds, and today I have to do 20. So can you please help me chanting 4 rounds? So let him chant for you. Engage him in that. Depends upon your guest. Depend upon your guest. You have to treat them at their level and engage them in devotion. If they can be engaged, then we can engage in their devotion also. We can devise some means by which they can get engaged. Can you please cook for the Lord? Says the lady, cook for the Lord, and this is how you offer, and we will, have this activity, and you can, serve. This seva, you can do many ways, but make them feel great. That's the thing, that they should feel great about being in your house, just like I'm feeling great about being in their house. So great, everything is at fingertips, and button dabao or sab kuch ho gaya, so feel great about it, Okay, any question about this?
Can I add something to his question?
Yeah.
What I have observed in many devotees' case is just like Raj Prabhu is saying, today somebody came to his house, completely unexpected, but now they had to miss Bhakti Vriksha, and they cannot. And I have seen many times so many other devotees also. किसी का बर्थडे पार्टी है, यहाँ जाना है, कोई आ जाता है फ्राइडे को, तब हम प्रोग्राम में नहीं आएंगे. So he's asking how to deal with those kind of situations where they just come and say, okay, we are coming on Friday, so now here goes your Friday program.
Like I already gave you example.
Yeah.
I gave you
That is what you were asking.
Exactly, yeah.
The very well-known professor, very exalted professor, honored professor in St. Louis, and he's coming all the way from St. Louis, driving non-stop, for petrol, whatever, not on the way. He's driving from St. Louis to Toronto. And I am telling him, this is what I'm doing, sir. Please, you come and see me at the temple, and then we'll drive home. Not that I'll stop my going to the temple and I'll greet you, and and yes, I greet him very well. I did everything for him, but this is what I'm doing. So bring your guest to Bhakti Vriksha. And if they don't want to come, please excuse me, can you come after this time? I have to attend Bhakti Vriksha program, otherwise I have to pay $1,000 fine. And if you are ready to pay that, I will stay back.
Actually, Prabhu, people do that. But if they have work, then they'll easily tell other people that I have work, so please don't come.
But this
you can come.
Oh, who cares for Lord?
Yeah.
Who cares for devotee? Who cares for Bhakti Vriksha? Let it go. It goes on everywhere anyway. No. Tell your guests, please come. You are warmly welcome. But this is the address, and this is what is going to happen. And you come there, and then I'll take you to home. I gave you that example. My mom came in Toronto, and we didn't stop going to temple. And she got that chanting from temple, and we took her every Sunday. And so Friday night we were in the temple, and Sunday night we come out of the temple. Mom also. And in Vancouver, Mom was staying in the temple anyway. She came to visit us again in Vancouver. And and she took up 32 rounds. She wasn't doing 32 rounds in India, but she picked up, and she was pure devotee. Very pure, very, very pure. Pure devotee in ISKCON standard. When she passed away, she took the holy name, and then she left. Krishna's name, and she gave donation for Brahman and temples, and she told me about. I was there. She said, "This is donation in my pocket," and she chanted, and then I said, "Don't chant," and she said, "Why you told?" She fight over chanting, and because she had a massive heart attack. So doctor said, "Don't let her speak," and I was following doctor to save her. So I said, please don't chant, but please meditate. It's equally good. Meditate. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajantante kalivaram. So, meditate on Krishna. And when I said meditate, and she's gone. So I was adamant. You have to come to the temple. You have to. Mom was coming with us, temple. She saw Prabhupada also. She met Prabhupada. Like that. This is our number one priority. Why? Because we have only certain amount of breath and certain amount of time. And we are getting closer to death every moment, every day. And we have to become dead serious about Krishna consciousness. Dead serious. Dead serious. Everything for him at this stage. Barsana kind of life, she's living, and this couple, Kruti and many couple, not just one or two, or maybe this person here is, you should follow his footsteps, Padmanabh. See their life, even though child is demanding services from them, but still, they are pushing. Anybody would get disturbed. Krishna, you give me such child, and now I have to take care of him. So just sit in his heart, and I'm serving you. You can, many things can be. No, but Radha Sarad Vihari is very nicely served. Even though, so many impediments are there in life. So many impediments. Nicely, beautifully served every day. Is nicely served, offer prasadam, everything. So we have to become dead serious. Dead serious. And surrender. And service. Anything beyond 8 hours of work, 5 days a week, that should be for Prabhupada, Swami Prabhupada. That should be for Gaur-Nitai. That should be Radha Sarad Vihari, Lalita Vishakha, for Guru. Not for ourselves. Ourselves, 8 hours earning money. That is ourselves. And rest we should eat for them. We should cook for them. We should work for them. We should go shopping for them. Grocery for them. Earning for them. Every single moment. We were so much pressurized in old days. If you spend one moment of time without being Krishna conscious, we were condemned. That kind of pressure was there. You cannot do any Vishiva system. Every moment you have to either chant or serve or cook for the Lord or do something for Lord or read Bhagavatam or hear, or every minute you have to watch Prabhupada movie, or every minute it was so much pressure on us that we have to not waste single moment. And Prabhupada said, what happened to you? I said something to you and you start doing again.
But I'm coming in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
No 5 minutes. Just sit down here, otherwise I'm going to get mad.
Okay, I have to.
Just sit down. So you didn't even hear. This is another nonsense, So the lecture is going on and he is trying to cook. For what? You hear, that first duty is to hear. Come here. Come here, you will run away without my notice. I will stop you and then you start doing again. That is nonsense. This is exactly what I am talking about. You have to become obedient. Somebody says something, immediate prostrated obeisances, surrender, immediately, not that I am Guru or something, but Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, Chittete Kariya. We have to listen right away. Not manmani. Let me do just this much and then I'll surrender. Let me do this one and then I'll chant, then I'll offer, then I'll cook, then I'll do. No. You have to become dead serious. Something is told to you, so do it. Do it. So old days, so much pressure was there. You cannot do anything without Krishna consciousness. Every devotee, not just me devotee, every devotee was pressurized. He has to. And if he has nothing to do, then he has to keep saying without even mala, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. The Rupa Goswami said, Prabhupada used to quote this. Prabhupada used to quote it. If you don't want to waste your time, then what you have to do? Avyartha kalatvam namagani sadaruchi. If you don't want to waste your time, then chant Hare Krishna all the time. Chant Hare Krishna. Avyartha kalatvam means a devotee can never waste one moment of his time without serving, without being Krishna conscious. One moment of your time. This is bhavankure chane. Those who have developed their love, bhav, in their heart, this is a characteristic that they will never think of wasting one moment of their time without Krishna consciousness, without serving Krishna, without hearing, without taking prasad, without being in touch with those activities in connection with Krishna. So, and even that, he's trying to do something for Krishna. But here we are trying to do something which is more priority than this. We have enough food, we bought enough. And you can just, bring milk and a cereal and good enough. Good enough, but so this is priority. You have to place priority. Priority. And priority for doing more for Krishna and Guru. Priority, yes, he is doing Krishna conscious activity, but here is a priority. And even more priority than this can be also something that can come up. Suppose Prabhupada walks in here, say Krishna walks in here, then it is more priority to greet him than listening to me. You just go and run. Here Prabhupada, garland and washing, bathing, feet and kirtan and roaring kirtan and mad, everybody's mad, and so priority. You have to prioritize intensity of serving Krishna. That's what we had a song, catalyst. We said word catalyst. So we have to become so much intense in serving. So we have to take up that mood. How I can intensify my topmost service to Krishna. How Guru can be pleased. Bapano Rajipo. How I can. And his displeased means I'm finished. If Pramukh Swami became displeased, then this is their theme. How I can please Guru. So we have to give priority to execute Krishna consciousness also. So this is topmost priority. Avyartha kalatvam. We should not waste single moment of our time without doing Krishna conscious activities. Should not. And for that 8 hours, and that is also 51 year. After 51 year, one must retire because the kids will be gone, married, educated, and whatever. If they can take up Krishna consciousness, very good. If they don't, let them lose, have their own life, and we have our life. So beautiful life. We have to not get into Maya, attachment to kids, and attachment to folks, and attachment to, you should serve them. Not that you dump them. You should serve them. But priority is, this is one lifetime, I have to give it to Krishna. I have unlimited lives, so out of unlimited lives, I have to give this one life to Krishna and Prabhupada. So, no hanky-panky about birthdays and about anniversaries and about shopping and about dancing and about picnicking or all this nonsense. And if you have your birthday celebration, kid celebration, celebrate with devotees. That is another rule you can add. No outside of devotional celebration. You don't tell your celebration. Don't tell your celebration. So this is what we have to say to the guest. My dear sir, please come. Here where I will be at that hour. And I want to serve you. But this is what it is. You should not dilute our Krishna conscious activity for taking care of guests. Rather, we should mold them if they can, otherwise push them out. Come after this. So next, is that okay? What else was in mind? That's it? Is that a good answer? Huh?
Yes.
Is that what everybody will do? Huh? Everybody will do that? Your name I forgot.
Dhanashri. Dhanashri.
Huh?
Dhanashri.
Dhanasri. Dhanasri. Okay. So, that's what we have to do. Okay? Next question is progression of the devotees and needs things to not serious, you can flatter them and inspire them and teach them and we can but those who are serious, we should be able to tell them what to do. We have to be able to tell them what to do. So maybe few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, good enough. We don't want more. We don't want bead bar. We don't want, Laskar, who is useless. You say, Goli idhar chalao, Laskar will chalao udhar. That kind of Laskar we don't want. And that's what exactly Bhakti Vriksha means. That servant leader, assistant servant leader, and Chakrapati, you have to follow the order, just like Laskar, army. That's what we should do. So, Ado Shraddha, Pehle Shraddha. 3 Ados I preach always. Ado Guru Pada Asraya. Seva. You serve Krishna through your mouth and tongue. The Ata Sri Krishna Namadi Na Bhavid Grahimendriya Sevan Mukhe Hai Jivha Ado. Ado. So, Guru. Beginning, Guru. Begins with Guru. So, Guru Padasraya, Jiva and Mouth Pada, Mouth as Suruvat, beginning, and third Ado is Shraddha. Ado Shraddha. We should have full, firm faith in Krishna and Guru. And what is that Shraddha? Shraddha means we should have firm faith in the words of Guru and Krishna. Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad, Krishna's words and Guru. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittiti Kariyakya. That is Shraddha. Shraddha Sabde, Krishna Sabde, Guru Sabde, Vishwas Kare, Sudrada Nischay, strong determination in the words, for executing the words of Krishna. We should have strong determination. Nothing going to budge me here about Krishna and Guru and their vachan, palan. So these 3 Ados you have to practice first. Ado Shraddha, Ado Guru Pada Asraya, and Jiva Ado, 7 Mukhe, Jiva Mukha, Mukh and Jiva Ado. Chant Hare Krishna 16 rounds. So I think everybody is chanting 16 rounds here. You are? And you are? No. You are chanting. Why you wouldn't chant? Anything lacking now? Start chanting from tomorrow. Okay? Or no?
It's just
करेंगे नहीं, करूँगा नहीं, होगा ही.
I started with
Huh?
like 2 rounds actually.
No,
Every
2
day.
rounds. 16. In this country you have time. If you want to find time. Otherwise behind the computers all the time. Behind the computers. You can chant 16 rounds. Seriously. And how about Dhanasri?
No, I don't chant.
I told you last time. Did I?
No, but I think you told me one round.
Yeah.
One round.
So no more 1 rounds. You have problem with your husband or children or anybody not to chant?
Oh, not to chant?
Huh?
Means they are telling me not to chant?
They can become problem if you chant 16 rounds. Meaning that you have to work for them, you have to do certain thing for them, and
No,
you
not
cannot chant 16 rounds.
No, it's my work also.
So you are working 8 hours?
Working 13, 14 hours a day.
See, that is what Rupa Goswami says. Rupa Goswami says, Atyaha
Yes.
Prayasa. You have to know all these things. Prayas. Prayas meaning overworking. Overworking for bucks is called prayas. 8 hours? 7.5 for its idea. 5 days a week. Maybe 8 hours and bus.
Yeah, I'm going to get in that mode soon. I'm trying, I'm going to get in that mode.
Good. And believe me, your job will not go. They love you. But more you become ash, the more they will make you ash. That's why Americans have devised a proverb. A busy man can do one more thing. What is that proverb? A busy man can do
one more thing.
one more thing, more and more. A person who does, you load him up and he will keep doing. He will keep. And person like me, lazy, bum, you tell one thing and nothing will be done. Nothing will be done. So a busy man can do one more thing. So 13 hours work, man can do 16 round, one more thing. He can do if he wants to. He's doing 13 hours for bucks. Why can he do for his own spiritual advancement? So okay. So Ado, Jiva Ado, 16 rounds. Right? Jiva Ado. What is your name? I forgot.
Rambabu.
Rambabu, right? And
Rahul.
Right. So good. You people are very fortunate. Your fortune has no limit. But you have to find that charu and explore it and then use it. Lord Chaitanya gives that example. Anyway, so this is where it begins, devotional service. And progression, I told you, Shraddha, that's where it begins. Adu Shraddha, Tatha Sadhu Sangha. Then you have Sadhu Sangha. I gave a beautiful lecture yesterday about Sadhu Sangha. You can give this lecture.
I can share the recording.
Anybody knows how to edit these lectures on computer?
Yeah, Bhagavandam Prabhu knows expertly.
Huh?
Bhagavandam Prabhu knows very
Okay.
expertly.
I'll connect it to the person who does this for me, and you can call him in India and learn, and he can set you up, and you can edit all this lecture and distribute on YouTube, or maybe you can put it on YouTube or whatever. So yesterday I gave them beautiful lecture. Theme was given by who? Him? Okay. Theme was given by you, and I gave them. And they all agreed. None said, I will not chant. They all agreed, no?
Yes.
Huh? They all agreed. Now we have to follow up. We have to follow up. We have to take horse to water and make him drink.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I am doing it. You have to know the stories. I was preaching in my young days.
No, I'm asking because I have a teenage son, so.
No,
my
but 15, not after that it will be bouncing. You will have a headache, he will have a headache.
So no, everyone keeps telling me that you can take the horse up to the water, but you cannot make him drink.
Yes.
So now this is the first time I heard you saying something like this. So I'm very
Yes.
happy.
Up to
if something
15,
like this
you
can
should
happen.
make him drink. Up to 15. These kids are, every day drinking. Right? You drink it? How many rounds? How many rounds you do?
3.
3. And without feeling nice, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. You can hear also in pronunciation and everything is first class. So make them drink. You have to make them drink. And 15 and over, you have to advise them. Beta, if you don't do this, this is what will happen. And he will bump his head against the wall, and he will, oh, mom told me this, but
But
I
that's
got
very
bumped.
late, no?
Huh?
Usually it happens very late. I mean, they realize later.
But they will. They will. This is America. In India, I would tell you to do it until they get married. After the marriage, wife will tell them. And they will not listen to me. After marriage, here after 15, they won't listen. And in India, they will listen to you up to marriage. After marriage, she will hijack him. She will hijack him. My son is being hijacked. Oh, my son is hijacked by her. The wife will hijack the son.
Maybe that's a good advice. If there were teenage problem, we can think about getting them married with devotee families.
Yeah, that's if you can get devotee.
But the devotees won't get married to them. They want a devotee.
Yes. And even devotees, sometimes it happens.
This is not
that they are
experimental
divorced,
marriage.
but less so than karmi. Karmi will be very, very distressful condition. Anyway, so this is a progression. Adho Sraddha, Tatha Sadhu Sang, this Sadhu Sang, bring them. Push them a little to come to this satsang and have their classes. Somebody in Bhakti Vriksha should take a turn of engaging kids into basement. It's very important. We should have, all Bhakti Vriksha should have kids classes, and they should do wonderful in classes. Their classes should be more nicer than adult classes. Then people will get attracted and they will, they don't like sitting around with you in lecture. Nice movie and whatever they can relate to Krishna consciously. Give them language, ka, kha, ga, cha, teach some language. People, the parents, they love teaching their children culture, Culture is a good aspect of our Krishna consciousness movement, culture. And culture means language. If you forget language, you forget your culture. Anyway, so progression, Adho Sraddha, Tatha Sadhu Sang. One must get Sadhu Sang. And from that Sadhu Sang, what develops? What Sadhu gives?
Krishna Priya.
Bhakti. Bhakti. Sadhu Sang gives Krishna Bhakti Janma Mool Oya Sadhu Sang. Krishna Bhakti Janma Mool
Oya Sadhu
Oya Sadhu Sang. Krishna Bhakti Dure Rahe Sansar Nayak Shai. Sadhu Sang, without Sadhu Sang, forget about Bhakti. Your sansar repetition of birth, death, old and disease will not be finished. What to talk about Bhakti? So you have to have Sadhu Sang. That is Sadhu Sang, means Bhakti Vriksha and Hari Temple gathering, gathering. This is Sadhu Sang. Sadhu Sang means hearing Prabhupada for 4 times. Definitely 4 times. What are those 4 times?
Shower,
Cooking.
driving,
Eating.
eating.
So any another activity you can do during this time, you can be on IT on these times. It is tiptics, a very good suggestion. And you're associating directly with Prabhupada. Here Prabhupada. Very important. So this is Sadhu Sang. And same times Bhagavad Sravan. You are hearing from person Bhagavad, the book Bhagavad. And it is sadhu sangha. We are associating with Prabhupada. So who will promise me that they will do this thing, and if you miss, then you have to give a fine, $5 fine. Who will promise? Everybody is looking at everybody. Why this much hand? You are doubtful? Do it like this. Everybody, who will do? Who will do? And believe me, you will get blessed like anything. Nobody on our planet will get so much blessings. Ask these two couple, this one couple, not two couple, one couple, how nice it is to. I make them here. I make them. You didn't put. I don't say about bathroom because it is very far from me, so I can't hear that far. But kitchen, I definitely hear. So kitchen, if they do stop or do something, I notice that immediately. And I tell them to put it on a full blast, full blast. So it enters into the ears, forcefully. You cannot miss anything. And then I ask them, did you memorize something, sloka, from there? You will automatically memorize. My all sloka comes from hearing Prabhupada. I put it on automatic mode. One lecture whole day. Whole day, one lecture. Keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. Maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, one lecture. You keep hearing. So you will memorize that sloka automatically. Just like a cinema song. You keep over and over Binaka. The last song, topmost song is, this, you hear and hear. So you memorize, isn't it? Isn't it? Memorize like that, no? No? That's how you memorize song. No song is in written form with you, most of the time. But you hearing and memorizing, hearing and memorizing. Some children, they memorize whole thing in the classroom, what teachers are teaching them, and know nothing at home. My daughter was like that, Gurangi. We came to that. She was, everything there, nothing at home. At home, he, and anyway, I did recording also, I forgot. But like that, you will hear. This is a hearing. She was hearing in the classroom. So that's the example. And 4 times, and that will amount to minimum 4 hours. Minimum 4 hours. You eat half an hour or more. You take time. No? Unless you're eating like a horse or something. But it takes half an hour. And bathing takes complete 1 hour. By the time you start brushing and toilet and bath and clothing, it takes complete 1 hour. So 1 hour there, 1.5 hours, and then cooking 2 hours, morning and evening. 2 hours, anybody cooks, no? Huh? 2 hours takes. Doesn't take?
Yeah.
Huh? But Sana, how long does it take?
A couple of hours.
Morning, evening, couple of hours. And driving, somebody drives half an hour, somebody drives 1 hour, somebody drives 2 hours, somebody drives themselves crazy. So, you can hear while driving. And for 5th thing, if you can do, I sometimes do, not all the time, because all the time I read while you go to bed. So you keep hearing until you go sleep, and let it go on, and then that will wake you up again. It will wake you up again. That time you just press the button, because soul will keep hearing. You are awake. The body is resting, but the consciousness is still there. Consciousness, you will keep hearing. In Mother's womb also, many sages, Sukadeva Goswami, Prahlad Maharaj, they heard. So many of my disciples does this thing. They let it go on whole night even. Whole night. They don't press the button. Low volume. Here is another example. Day years and day out, years after years, he's hearing Brahma Samhita. While sleeping, while going to sleep, while waking up, Brahma Samhita. And I hear on the top of the floor also. It's a blasting volume. Wonderful. I like it. I like it. No complaints. I love it. And I hear crystal clearly and repeat that sloka with it. It's wonderful. Wonderful. And they get rest. They have no problem.
We can sleep without it.
Huh?
We can sleep without it. Now.
Yeah.
I cannot fall asleep if it's not playing.
Yes.
When we did the Abhishek of the Tag Gorzundar, he said it's for my time to go to sleep.
Because you played Brahm Samhita.
Yeah.
That's the same Brahm Samhita we hear at Manoj Prabhu's place.
Yeah.
I was telling him, please make sure I don't fall asleep.
So you can do this 5 times. And serious people raise your hand. Who will do? Very good. Very good. Very good. Ram. What Ram? Babu. Ram Babu. Very good. Ram Babu, they're from Bengal, or else that next province this side is Bihar, South, Orissa, Orissa, Andhra. That is unheard of. In Andhra there is no Babus.
The Ram Babu is a whole name, right?
Ladies and
My first name. Yeah, whole name.
okay, so I'm wrong there, but I have to be wrong for somewhere. So I'm wrong there. But this is the idea, Sadhu Sangh. How can you go wrong? Tell me. Where you will lose if you do this 4 times you hear. How are you going to lose? What are you going to lose? Tell me. Any one little word that can describe what you're going to lose? What are you going to lose? It will take away your time. It will take away your what? It will take away. It will take away your money. You can make money during those times. You can make money. You can make money by driving or whatever, but it will not be less making money while driving than you start hearing. Hearing will not minimize your making money while driving. So nice tick. So much, such a nice practical application, Sahaj Yoga. It's not practical, and everything will come from this, believe me. By hearing Prabhupada during these 4-5 times, everything will come. Most of whatever I'm talking to you is coming from Prabhupada's hearing. And that is what it is called, Sabde Parecha Nishnatam. Sabda, hearing from your Guru. Sabde Pare Chanishnatam. Brahmani Samupasrayam. We have to hear, keep hearing. Anyway, you cannot minimize this hearing program, okay? Make sure. Last time I told you, anybody remember last time I come? 6 months or 1 year ago. Anybody remember? I must have told you hearing. No? You remember?
Yes.
You remember? Did you hear?
Sometimes.
So 1 year wasted. So much time. 4 hours a day and 1 year, 360 days. So say 300 and 4 hours. So there were 12,000 hours is wasted. Right? Think about it. Even if you take this, my advice, it is Rupa Goswami's advice actually. Rupa Goswami says, Avyartha kalatvam namagane sadaruchi. If you don't want to waste your time, then hear and chant. You hear. Sabde Paricha Nishmatam. So, progression. So what you need to do, there is, you can read about how Rupa Goswami is describing Adho Sridhar Tatha Sadhu. Because I don't have time, you have to go also maybe, some of you. It's a long lecture. So tip about need. and what to do. What to do. So this is what you do. This is 5 things you do. But do you have a phone? You got a phone?
I don't know.
He's on call? Huh? No call business. Everybody turn their phone off. No call. Otherwise another $5. Make that roll. Make that roll. What I was saying? Yes.
Neat.
So prescription. I gave prescription yesterday. What was the prescription? Anybody remember? Yesterday prescription.
Listening to the lectures all the time. 16 rounds.
Yes.
Sadhu Sang.
Sadhu Sang, Matravas,
Matravas.
Service,
It is
Bhagavasharanam.
Sri Vigraha Sraddha Sevana.
Very good. So these 5 are the prescription. So Sadhu Sang we elaborated enough. You listen to Prabhupada. You associating with Sadhu. Sadhu Sang. Nama Kirtan. 16 rounds minimum a day. Nama Kirtan. Minimum 16 rounds. You have to do. Nama Kirtan. Bhagavat Sravan. You hear Prabhupada's Bhagavat discourses. There are 2000 lectures of Prabhupada. And you can hear them repeatedly. Bhagavat Sravan. And another good trick is you go into iskonvrindavan.com and there is a live Bhagavat Hindi classes. You will learn a lot because those Hindi classes in Vrindavan are on higher level, in a higher level, because they are, all the Vakta over there are, like, very highly elevated Vaktas in Hindi classes. You can hear that of Bhagavat Sravan. Mathura Vas. Bhagavat Sravan. So Mathura Vas means when you come to India, you should come to Vrindavan 5 minimum days. And you cannot conceive your trip to India until you fix this first. That is Mathura Vas. And Mathura Vas means going to the gatherings here. This is Mathura Vas. This is Mathura. Look at this. This is
Radha Gopinath ji,
Radha
Jaipur.
Gopinath,
Jaipur.
Jaipur. Is it? Oh, Gopinath, okay. I was thinking Jaipur means, Radha Govindev ji. Okay. So, Mathura Vas means going to on time to satsang, Bhakti Vriksha, Hari Mandir for our satsang, festivals, and New York Rath Yatra, make it compulsory. New York Rath Yatra, you meet many great devotees. People come from, so far, India, Australia, Europe, for New York Rath Yatra. So you should get direct bus. You don't have to charter even. Direct bus goes from here every hour. Take that bus and he will take you, maybe. Whoever going to take you, if he doesn't go, because he has a, son to take care of or whatever. Anyway, this is Mathura Vas. Mathura Vas. You have to go to temples in North America or India or Mathura Vas. And Shraddha is Sri Murti Seva. Your Murti ki Seva. You serve. This is Guru, Gaurang, altar. And Gaurang, Radha Krishna. Gaur, Radha Krishna. You cannot worship Radha Krishna without Gaurang. So that is our sampradaya. Gaur, Radha Krishna. You cannot worship only Krishna without Radharani. You cannot worship Radha Krishna only without Gaurang Mahaprabhu. So this is our worship. Not Laddu Gopal. If you have Laddu Gopal, then you have to get Laddu Kishori. Like, Laddu Kishori and Laddu Kishore. So, or you can get Ram and Shyam. Laddu Shyam and Laddu Ram. Balaram. But that is also not our sampradaya. Our sampradaya means Gaur Radha Krishna. That is our sampradaya. Gaur Radha or Gaur Nitai Radha Krishna. That is our sampradaya. Krishna Balaram is also not. Prabhupada installed everywhere you see Radha Krishna or Panchatattva. Panchatattva in itself also is good enough. Because Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. So the Radha Krishna is included in Panchatattva. Or Gaur Nitai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. So this is our method of worship. That Aradhyo Vrajaye Satanaya Taddhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kvachit Upasana Vrajavadu Vargenava Kalpita. Vrajavadu Vargenava Kalpita. Our method of worship is like gopis. They worship Radha Krishna. And our method of worship is not just Krishna, along with Vrindavan, along with Radharani, along with devotees. We cannot worship Krishna alone. This is our sampradaya. You should memorize these words that I quoted. Aradhyo Bhagavan Vraja Satanaya. Because this is Chaitanya Mata Manjusa. This is Lord Chaitanya's philosophy in nutshell. This is Lord Chaitanya's darshan in nutshell. Aradhyo darshan means philosophy. What is his darshan? Tattva. Lord Chaitanya's tattva is Aradhyo Bhagavan Vraja Satanaya Krishna. And not just Krishna, along with Vrindavan. That is Radharani, his devotees, Balaram, Jasodamaya, along with devotees. Aradhya Vraja Satanya Taddhama Vrindavan. And what is the method of worship? Ramya Kvachit Upasana. What is the Upasana method of worship? Vrajavadu Vargena Vakalpita. The way gopis worship Radha Krishna in spontaneous, loving Raganuk Bhakti. Raganuk. And you cannot have Raganuga Bhakti unless you have a mood, Vraj mood. You cannot see Rasana, Nam Charitra, and Manasi, Nam Rup Charitra. So, Rasana, Sadhana Bhakti, Manasi, Raganuga Bhakti. And how you have to execute Raganuga Bhakti? Tam Nama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Tistan Vraje Tad Anuragi Jana Anugami. Anugaman. You have to follow the footsteps of your guru and your previous acharyas who are Krishna's associates, Balaram and Gwalmitra and Sakhis, Manjaris and servants, Patrak, Chitrak, following in this footstep of those devotees who are Ragatmika, practicing Ragatmika Bhakti. We are practicing Raganuga Bhakti. And Nitya Siddha devotees, gopis, they are practicing what? Ragatmika. And we are following their footsteps. That is called Raga Anuga. Raga Anuga Bhakti. And that is practiced by Manasi Niyojya. Tad Nam Rup Charitadi Sukirtananu Smartyo Manasi Sukirtananu Tan Nam Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Rasana Manasi Niyojyat Tistan Vrajet Tad Anuragi Jananugami Kalam Akhilam Niyat. Not 8 hours work. That 5 days a week. Kalam Akhilam. Akhilam means every single drop of time. Every single minute. Every single love. Kalam Akhilam Niyat. Gujarna. spend all your time. Kalam akhilam niyat iti upadesh sharam. Sab upadeshon ka sare hai. How you should spend all your time. Whatever I said earlier. Tan nam rup charitadi sukirtananu rasana manasi niyojit tad anuragi jananugami kalam akhilam niyat iti upadesha sharam. So you have to memorize this 8 verses and practice. And especially prayasascha prajalpuna, overworking. Yesterday I blasted everybody. Overworking is nonsense. They are busy fools. They are working more than 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, are called busy fools. Prabhupada says this. They are busy fools. Busy for what? You have to become lazy intelligent. Very lazy intelligent. Anyway, I don't have much time, but you have to practice. 5 prescription. Again, what are the 5 prescriptions? Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, I explain you. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan, I explain you. Bhagavat Sravana, I explain you. Mathura Vasa, I explain you. And Sradhaya, Srimurti Seva. How to do arti, I taught them. And how to bathe them, how to dress them, and how to, and your whole all family members, one after another, can do, take turn. They can, kids can offer prasadam, or kids can offer arti, or you can dress them, or you can, everybody should take up the deity service in the house deity. So let's see, I will, last one is Guru and Disciple. How to take advantage. How much time do we have?
Should be a road.
It's over. So we'll take up next time. Okay? Okay.
But in nutshell, this is the advantage, right? You ask questions. Pariprashnena sevya.
Okay, any question? Any question? Any question?
Prabhuji, like in your Sampradaya you said it's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna services there. So when you say Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, you cannot have Nityananda Prabhu and just have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Oh, I said Gaur-Nitai, Panchatattva. I said. Ena Nitai Bina Bhai, Radha Krishna Pai Vina. Nityananda is included. But if you in a household ashram, you cannot worship many deities. Then you should, the least you can worship is Gaurang and Radha Krishna. Best is Gaur-Nitai. Very easy to approach them. They are Audari Avatar, magnanimous, very, very magnanimous. But if you have spontaneous loving attraction for Radha Krishna, or if you have desire to serve Radha Krishna in a tradition, people don't want to leave that tradition. That's how you got Ladu Gopal. So then Ladu Radharani you will have. So then go Radha Krishna. But without Gaurang Mahaprabhu, you cannot worship Radha Krishna. Any another question? Okay, prasadam time or arti time or whatever time. Okay. भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की श्री गौर निताय की श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जी की वृंदावन धाम की आप सब वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की गुरु गौरांग की गौर प्रेमानंद। हरे